All right, so we got champs, and now we got to building. So this is going to be a little different than you usually do. I actually leveling up and testing some of the skills because I'm like, okay, how this is going to work, right? Because so many things. He has so many things. So I'm like, oh, now I get it. But either way, Chris, let's just start with the star level. Let's see where should be a good stopping point. Okay.
Let's see.
So 1 star we know already. Okay, so at 2 star he gets a reduction on the sigil overdraw. That's a debuff, right? On himself, I guess. I don't think they call it a debuff, but it is kind of a debuff.
It kind of is, yeah.
Yeah. So let's call it restriction since they didn't use the word debuff. So reduced by 1 turn. That's good. Anything else that changes? Oh yeah, this. So when Sigil's full liberation is cast or triggered, the shield value again increases to 50%. So instead, at 1 star, there is nothing. Wow.
Nice.
Yep. Okay, so what's the difference at 3 star? Oh, wait, here. They added a more damage reduction. And it doesn't go away until the challenger is defeated. Until there are no more challengers. And by the way, if people need to know what the challenger is, what is it? Do they show here? This character has been targeted by chance, right? And we know he has the skills to make people the challenger, right? So this is actually pretty good at 3 star. That's really good.
Yeah. Big increase from 2 star.
Yeah. Oof. Let's see what is here. I think 4 stars just increases. Right?
The numbers, yeah, probably.
Yeah, just like numbers that. I see. I guess 3 star will be a good stopping point if you're not going to 5 star. In terms of numbers, but let's see 5 star. This was not there before, right?
That wasn't there before. Oh wait, it does.
No, yeah, that part is, but not this. It does not prevent HP recovery. So the thing up. Yeah. No, it wasn't. Look, I'll go back.
It does not prevent HP recovery.
Oh, it does. So it is there. So what changed here?
2 turns, I think.
I guess 2 turns, yeah, and the number, I guess. All right.
Yeah.
So just the numbers? That's very interesting. Very interesting.
Cool.
Okay. So either 3 star or go all the way to 5 star, I'll say, right?
Yeah.
All right. Next, we're going to go over the skills. But first, I want to go over his starting skill. Because after playing with it for a bit, I think this is one of his best skills. Because otherwise, you will have basically no movement with him. Now, ignore this that says 1 use on top. This just means what as it says here. This skill can be used up to 1 time per round. So you can use it once every round. I think they should have done better on how they describe this. Because this looks like a 1-time use skill. Like we have seen it before in other characters.
Yep.
So now, keep in mind that this can be an instant skill depending on where he's at with liberation, right? So instant, great. You jump in, hit everybody in front of him, and then you get to use his skills. All right. Regardless of what you choose for your build, I think this skill is a must. Otherwise, he's gonna feel like August with no movement, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this. So rank 1, and I think this is where most people are undecided about what they want to do, because both skills are pretty good. Gladiator Strike, you get to use it right away, but some Flare Eternal Immortality, it has preparation, but there are ways to skip the preparation, right? And that's where the builds are gonna differ. And I'm gonna show here, because if you're gonna use some flare, you're gonna need another passive or another skill to make sure that he skips the preparation. That's the main part. So that means on top of his starting skill, after you put this, you're not going to be able to use any of the other skills that you might have here. Because you're going to need to use another skill just to remove the preparation from the attack. Right? So that basically fills, if you pick this, just know basically you just fill all your slots for skills. And you're not going to be able to put anything else, right? And of course, we'll show that. But I mean, both skills are freaking great. So whichever one you go, you will be alright. It's just a matter of choice. Now, Gladiator Strike, I prefer because there is a skill above that will make him extremely more tanky on top of how tanky he already is. Okay. All right. So rank 3. Dawn Resurgence, this is one that you can pair with Sunflare, right? The one that requires preparation. And it's because when you have Poison ready, the next skill requiring preparation can skip the preparation phase when used, right? So that means he gets to do the attack right away. Now, this does have a 3-turn cooldown, which, that means, hey, you're not going to be able to use some flare every turn right away, right? But here's the thing with this. The next skill... I'm reading from the wrong thing. So grants the poised and ready to the target and the character. So if you have, let's say, what characters have preparation, Chris? I know Barrel.
There we go, Barrel. Yeah.
Let's go back with Barrel. I cannot. Oh, there's also Marcel, but Marcel, I thought if you're using her preparation, you don't want her to use it.
There you go.
The flame sorcerer. There we go. So any of those 3 characters, if you use this, when they go to use their skill that requires preparation, they will use it right away. So that could be a good way to, to help us supporting them. Now, the other thing with this skill, if you use it on himself, if he uses it on himself, he gets to attack again, which will be great, right? Now, it would be good to pair with this, but there is a better option than that. The next skill, Gather Radiance. At the end of the turn, if the 10 stacks of liberation effect Unchako's skill was not triggered, this turn gains poison ready and 5 stacks of liberation. Now, this one is also great to put with Sunflare, because you're getting stacks of liberation on top of poison ready at the end of the turn. But it requires you to be aware that you cannot use Unchako, the federal Unchako of liberation, right? Because otherwise you're not going to get poison ready. And then some flare will go into the preparation. But either of these are good. I did Castalia here, but if you only have one, I guess you can go with Dawn of Resurgence if you want him. I mean, I don't think right now we have many characters that will benefit from this, But I'm sure there will be more coming in the future, right?
There can be more other characters with preparation. I mean, like there's Ballista too, one of your favorites,
Oh yeah,
So,
well, there we go.
Stuff like that,
Yeah. So yeah, this could be useful. This is also great, just with the caveat that you need to remember that you need to meet the conditions on the top here for him to get the poison ready. All right. So again, my pick, I'll pick this honestly if I'm going Sunflare. The other one's more support.
I agree with you on that too. I mean, like the other one is nice for if you want to play more support shams. So you can go support shams,
Yeah. And the problem with this one is the 3-turn cooldown, because he does get poison ready too. Yeah, that is like eternity, especially if you're going to use him for PvP.
Yeah, so I would still say, like, for me, you could Castalia here, but my pick would be Gather Radiance on that level.
Yep. Yeah. I agree. All right, then we have rank 5. We have here Liberation. Completely ignore this. There's no reason why you shouldn't pick Sigil of Protection. unless we have somebody says this is banned in PvP.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard of they're not banning anything from. I don't know if it's true, but that's just what I heard.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's true, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But I also want to say that the other one, you're picking that for 3% attack. That's why. That's the only reason why you get it.
Castalia. I already spent 3 Castalia on this guy, so.
I mean, what's another, man? You can do it.
Well, isn't this one also? Yeah, this one also. With 2 more Castalia. Yeah, so pick this. This gives him massive damage reduction. You get 45% if you meet all the conditions, just from this.
Yeah, that's cool. Definitely, that's the pick.
All right, we're going to rank 7. So rank 7, I'm going to start with Solar Piercing. So at the start of the turn, if he having 10 or more stacks of Liberation, gains Poison Ready. When using Sigil Full Liberation, this is the skill he gets from his trait. The character can gain Poison Ready. So at the start of battle, he will gain Poison Ready from the go if you have this pass on. And then I think this one, you can use it if you're running him with Lukamar, just to get more stacks of Liberation all the time. And then you will run Solar Piercing with Sunflare. And then you'll be basically using Sunflare without the preparation, I think, almost all the time.
Sounds like a fun time.
Yeah. Now, here's my thing, though. At first, I was just leaning towards this. And then I tried this skill, Imperial Blood, right? And I'm like, oh my god, this is insane. And mainly because, Chris, we like our auto guys, right?
Yeah.
This just makes it insane. All right. First part of the skill. Sigil Overdrive does not prevent HP recovery. If your trait already has this effect, changes to increasing healing received by 30%. Right? Because when he does this thing, he basically takes his life, and he only has 30% HP. So this is great. Great part, right? If he was only this, I would be like, yeah, fine, whatever. But here's the other thing about this, right? Arcane Protection. When having any type of shield, taking a single instance of damage of that type will only break the shield and negate the remaining damage. So it doesn't matter if they hit you with 1,000,000 damage, it will get through. It will just break the shield. So like, okay, that's insane. But he also gets Regeneration 3. And then he gets another thing insane. Shield Regeneration 3. At the end of the character's turn, gains physical shield and magical shield equal to 30% of HP. So he'll basically always have a shield.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, okay, I cannot ignore this skill. And if you're using this, I don't recommend using Sunflare. I think you should go Gladiator. Because you're not going to be able to have him jump around everywhere and run this skill. Alright?
Alright.
Yeah, so out of this, to me, this is the best skill in this line. Of course, consideration to this, because if you want to run Sunflare, right?
Yep.
Alright, next, here, I guess this could be good for him to have more sustain, but fuck it, I like the unique basics. I'm going with this.
Sounds good to me. Yep.
And it's a unique skill. So against targets on dust tiles or affected by control, damaging is increased by 30%, and control is just control debuffs, right? Any of these apply, etc.
Yeah,
so that's
happens all the time.
130% basic attack. Come on.
That's good.
Alright, rank 11. I picked Desert Warrior here because I'm like, maybe I will run this, but I don't think any of these 2 skills is something that you will run out at any time. And I know what you're gonna say, Chris. Castalia, right?
Yeah, I still think Castalia, man. You want 3% attack.
Yeah, more damage, right? More damage.
More
Yeah,
damage, more better, man.
yeah. Other than that, this was don't make the cut. His other skills are too good.
Agreed.
Now, one thing I'll say, Chris, here, I recommend for everybody to get this because this damage increase and then damage reduction on top of the damage reduction he already gets.
Yeah, I'm into it. I would take it at level 3 as well.
Yeah, me too. I'm not going to exchange things. I probably just farm it. I want to keep my things for when I actually really need it.
Yeah, but I definitely would say take it to level 3. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, this is the one thing I'll say that the unique as a show skill, like you don't need it. This will probably be better unless they come out with something crazy for him in the future.
It could happen, right? So,
Yeah.
but if they don't, that's fine. That's pretty damn good. So,
Yeah, but he's getting what 60 when you have this a level 3 from the bat basically on top of whatever his trade has.
yeah, man, something like that. It's pretty good. We want it.
Yeah. Okay, let's go into what makes the bar. All right, basic, whatever basic shows, the reaction, sigil of protection, however you want to call it. As I explained before, Earth Shatter Blaze, you do want this skill. His mobility, he doesn't have a lot of mobility. What's his mobility stat? Where do we see that, Chris, again? Just to show it.
It doesn't show it. Yeah.
I don't think it shows it here. I thought there was a way to see it. Oh, well. He's a breaker. He doesn't have a lot of mobility anyway, so just keep that in mind. This is what's going to make him be able to move around, and it is actually a good skill. All right. All right.
Wait, Miguel, click on the sword icon, and that'll show his movement.
Sword icon. Oh,
Flash
here,
hands.
right?
Yeah, that'll show. So he can only move 3.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So yeah, 3 tiles, and that's not a lot of movement. That usually means that you get. It becomes a thing. I'll give the example of August again, right? Remember August? Unless you had to use his you had to make him go into Super Saiyan, right? For him to be able to move far, right? So that's the problem this guy will have if he doesn't have that skill on, right? Because you get to jump 4 tiles, so that's 7 movement from the goal every round.
Yeah.
It's too good. Anyway, let's go into. All right. I think I'll start with Sunflare, right? So let's say you're picking Sunflare, right? And Sunflare is a great skill. Does a lot of damage, movement to reduce their movement by 3 tiles. So basically, they cannot move if they are not a seeker, right?
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. It does do a lot, right? It has a lot to it. So Sunflare, great, but if you're picking Sunflare, then you need to pick another skill. Gather Radiance is a good choice. Just keep in mind of the conditions you have to do to get poison ready. The other one, Solar Piercing, if you're running him with Lucamar, this is a no-brainer because you're going to be able to get a lot of liberation stacks with Lucamar. And the other one, you could use his Dawn of Resurgence if you have a character that you're going to pair up with him that needs poison ready, that uses a preparation skill, or great. Or if you want to use it for him just to re-attack, that's also great. But those are the skills you will need to pair for this to make sense for you to run Sunflare. Alright? Because think about this, and to explain it a little better. Let's say you activate Sunflare, but then the character move. The character is gone from that location. What are you going to do? He's just going to attack the ground.
Exactly, that's it.
Yeah, that's the problem with it. But yeah, so that's what it is with Sunflare. Now I want to do Gladiator Strike, and with Gladiator Strike, what I run is this: Imperial Blood, right? For the reasons I already mentioned before. This skill just offer way too much just to ignore. And this will make it easy for us to run him on auto, which I am going to try to run him on solo the tower on auto with this.
It might just work, man. I really think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is pretty strong. So, just to summarize this, if you're running Sunflare, you're going to need to run a passive skill or some sort of skill to skip the preparation. But if you are not, you're going like me to make it more tanky with Gladiator Strike. You can also do that. There are really no wrong choices. It's just a matter of, hey, you want him to do more damage? Sunflare does more damage. Right? But you do sacrifices this skill if you're not going to do that, right? Anything to add there, Chris? Before
No, I
we
think
move
you
to...
it all. Let's go with equipment.
Okay, so he has a few choices here. This will not work because this is an AoE attack-based thing. But he does get more HP from it, so maybe.
Yeah, I'd say maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, guess you could... This one is good because of the attack, right? But I don't think he will utilize this all the time, though.
Probably not.
Probably not. I guess this also works if the target's HP is lower than yours, which he can make this happen consistently because he can jump to them since he has a lot of movement with his initial skill. So it can happen.
I think so too.
Yeah, this wouldn't work. I guess if you want a more defense, right? This could go.
On that choice, I would endorse it.
Me neither, but I'm just saying, maybe you want more defense.
Sure, I guess.
Now, this is also a good choice because of ignore defense, but it wouldn't be my top, one of my top picks. I don't know.
No.
For it. All right. Of course, let's go over his weapon. His weapon is the best. It is the best.
For him,
now, yeah, and you have a 3-star too. So
yep, I sure do.
yeah, so yeah, this will be his best choice, and then double crit rate, so he will be 30% crit rate and 20 crit damage when he's preparing Sunflare, right? Or in a strike back, right? Which he does a lot of strike backs that we saw on the trial, right?
Yes.
So he'll be doing good. So this is my pick. Some other choices. Where is the Nile Hammer? The Nile. No, this is not it. It's the other one. What's it called, Chris? Hey, this one.
Tuning hammer.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this one is
the classic weapon right here. Yep.
Yeah, it's a 10% here. 10% physical damage and dispel 2 buffs. You can never go wrong with that one.
Yeah, I always want more of that.
Yeah, any other? I don't think so. I think that's it. Right.
Nah. What's that one? Maybe strike back.
Nah.
Hey, it could be.
But
you
it's casting.
So? You're strike back. He has strike back. So
well, he does have strike back, so maybe because of the strike back. Yeah.
It could maybe work. Yeah.
And I'm curious. What is it? A 5-star? Yeah.
I think it could work. Yeah.
Okay. It could work. Yep. Anyway, we're gonna go with his weapon because why not? It looks cool too. All right. Here the choices are much simpler. You can go with the usual Orange Hourglass because he increases his attack, right, and then grants immunity to stuff, right?
Yep.
You could also go with Maverick's Claw, right? Because he will be alone when he jumps. This will be very easy for him to activate all the time. Let's see, where else? Shield of Justice, of course.
Of course, the best item in the game.
And other than that, yeah, I wouldn't say any of the others. My favorite, though, and I'll say, is this Crystal Burst Armor. So to increase his strike back damage and HP. That will be my pick. What about your pick, Chris?
Right. For me, Shield of Justice.
Shield of Justice. Let's go. Yeah, I'm picking this for myself. I really do like the strike back damage. So let's go for trinkets. Trinkets, I am going all in on a strike back damage, Chris. So you know which I'm picking. I'm picking Destruction
Oh,
of
that's
the
perfect for
Tower.
that then. Yeah, if that's your plan, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, Destruction of the Tower. You can always use double if it is a stage with gonna kill a lot of people. I guess Ring of the Magician, because you do get damage increase even if you're not hitting AoE, right?
Yeah.
I guess Fool could work. I guess Barrier Justice if you want more crit,
More
but if you have
crit damage?
yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
yeah, go. Yeah, but I'm going with Destruction of the Tower, and let's see which one is it. Command gain. There we go. Here.
Good enough, yeah.
And with this, he has lifesteal too.
Very
With his
good.
strike back,
Yeah.
so self-sustain. So that's the build. For auto, definitely I'll go with Gladiator Strike and this, or Imperial Blood, right? When I want to see big numbers, I'll probably use in Sunflare, right? With one of the other facets, right?
Right.
But there is no wrong choice. There is just situations when you are going to might want to use a different attack. And if now the one problem we're going to say, if you don't have any Castalia, right? What are you gonna do? Right? Yeah, to me, I am going to say go with the Gladiator strike build if you don't have any Castalia, because you also make him tanky when picking Imperial Blood, right? So you will have less to worry about. Sure, you clear a little slower because he's gonna do less damage, right? But you are also going to sustain him in battle longer.
Yeah, I think this passive definitely does a lot for his survivability, and I think that can in turn bring you a lot of utility. So I don't really disagree with that idea if this is your plan. You got no Castalia. It sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Now, if you have Castalia, hey, Castalia way, right?
Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah, other than that, let us know what you think in the comments, and we will see you in the next one.